Project Search.
Hello, it's Danny. I have a presentation for you today that will explore some potentially awkward situations in the workplace. Now, these are the sorts of situations that you are fairly likely to encounter when you start a job in the future. So now is your opportunity to think about certain situations like these and to consider how to respond to them when they do happen to you. Project Search UTMC Remote Learning presents What Would You Do? A series of potentially awkward workplace scenarios. Here's your first scenario. You are already helping a customer when a second customer comes to you for help. Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the medical library from here? Okay, so a customer has come along and asked you a question, but you're already helping somebody. What are you going to do? Here's another scenario, scenario 2. You can't remember how to do one of your tasks, and your supervisor is busy with a phone call. Let's see. Okay, so next I need to clean the exercise equipment. But wait a minute, which cleaner am I supposed to use? Oh man, my supervisor is on the phone. Uh-oh. What do I do? Oh. So what do you do? Especially if your supervisor is the person who normally helps you out with things like this and gives you advice when you're not sure what to do. Scenario 3. You hear some of your coworkers making plans for lunch, but they don't invite you. Hey, Jim, what do you say lunchtime? We go get falafels again. I'll drive. Sounds great. I'll see you at lunchtime. Man, I don't know what I'm going to do for lunch. Oh, man, that's rough. How would you handle that? Scenario 4. Your coworker starts saying insulting things about another coworker who isn't nearby. Did you guys hear about Stanley? The other day he had his review and he came out of the office and apparently it was, I guess it didn't go too well, huh? I'm really not too surprised about that. I've noticed that maybe he's falling off a little bit on his performance. I don't know what's going on at home, but whew, wow, man, that wasn't very nice. How would you respond to that? Scenario 5. You try to talk to a coworker, but they keep focusing on their work and do not respond to you. Hey Danny, hey, are you busy? I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to see if you're going to go to the game. Are you going? Are you going to go? What was that all about, huh? What do you think? What was going on there? All right, so in conclusion, can you think of any other situations that are difficult to handle? The workplace, just like any other part of life, can be tricky to figure out sometimes. It's a good idea to practice problem solving before you start a job so that when tough situations like the ones in this presentation come along, you will be prepared to respond appropriately. Okay, so the scenarios you just saw, we are going to be discussing them and I will be asking each of you to answer some questions about those scenarios. So you may want to watch them more than once. They are, of course, on the YouTube channel, as you know, and you can rewind and rewatch them at will. It's really important to remember when you're at work that you're dealing with people. And when people get together, there can be conflicts, Throughout Project Search, we will take time to practice how to respond in awkward workplace situations. So this is kind of our starting point for that. I'm looking forward to hearing what you all have to say about all of this. I will see you soon.